Hare Krishna. I am extremely happy to welcome all of you for yet another session glorifying the Acharyas in our illuminant Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya as listed by Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila. In the last session we discussed about Sri Srivas Thakur, Sriram Pandit and the other two brothers and their entire big branch. Today we shall also hear some more pastimes of how the entire family of Srivas Thakur was very close to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Let us begin with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagan Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnapadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Natai Kripa Pradayane Gaurakatha Damadaya Nagaragramatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So regarding Srivas Thakur, in the last session we heard some pastimes. We heard the name of the four brothers, which is Srivas, Sriram, Sripati and Srinidhi. The wife of Srivas Thakur is Srimati Malini Devi. The niece, the daughter of Sriram Pandit is Sri Narayani Devi. And Srivas Thakur is Sri Narad Muni himself. And Malini Devi is none other than Krishna's nurse in the spiritual world, Sri Ambika Devi. So Ambika and Kilibika came as Malini and Narayani Devi in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. We also heard how Sri Gauranga and Nityananda accepted to be the sons of Srivas Thakur and how Sri Nityananda Prabhu always resided in the house of Srivas always. So today we shall read from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Khanda, how some pastimes of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke out his mind of how close the family of Srivas Thakur is to him and why his family is so glorious. First of all, I would like to read one verse from Chaitanya Bhagavat that comes in Adi Leela, beautiful Adi Khanda of Chaitanya Bhagavat, beautiful verse. Srivasa Pandita ar Sri Rama Pandita Sri Chandra Shekhara Deva Trailokya Pujita. So when Vrindavan Das Thakur is describing, Vrindavan Das Thakur is the author of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat and he is describing that Srivas Pandit, Sri Ram Pandit and Sri Chandra Shekhara are worshipped throughout the three world. So in this commentary to this verse, Srila Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur mentions that Srivas Thakur is Narada Muni and Sri Ram Pandit is an incarnation of Sri Narad Muni's close associate Sri Parvata Muni. And after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, these two brothers, they settled in Kumarhatta, leaving Navadvipa. So now coming back to Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhya Leela, we'll read this verse today, we'll read this pastime today. So we all know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inaugurated the Sankirtan pastime in the house of Srivas and there would be loud chanting of the holy name of Krishna throughout the day in Srivas Thakur's house. And now all the neighbors who are Smarta Brahmins, who are Muslims, they were not very happy with this loud chanting of the Lord. They are envious by nature. And so they were blaspheming Srivas to his ear in a vicinity of his hearing, they would very with a very bad mentality, just so that he should hear and he should feel pain at his heart. They would speak about him and they would tell that we will complain to the Muslim king that these kind of kirtan and all cannot happen loudly in a Muslim ruled district, and they would try to insult him. In this way, the people were afflicting distress upon the family of Srivas. So Srivas Thakur's mind, even though he was having all full faith in the Lord, there is no doubt about his faith, but he was thinking that why so much trouble when we are chanting the holy name of the Lord. So his mind, he was thinking, what if this Muslim king, he comes and makes some hindrance in the chanting and we cannot chant as we are doing now jubilously with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When he was thinking like this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood the heart of Srivas, and to eradicate any doubt or any fear and to give fearlessness to his devotee, to the entire family who is so much surrendered to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Vishwambhar was walking on the banks of the river of Ganges. He came straight in the mood of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is something we should very clearly understand, that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was performing his pastimes, even though him being Sri Radha and Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the Supreme Energy, still he was in the mood of a devotee. And so therefore he never acted in the form of God. He would always offer obeisances to the devotees, take the dust of the devotees on his head, chant the names of the Lord, and exemplify how a devotee should be. But there are very few cases, few pastimes where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go into the mood of Sri Krishna, go into the mood of Lord Rama, Lord Narsimha, the Lord of Vaikuntha, and exert his supremacy and give blessings to devotees, give benediction to devotees. So this is one such rare instance. There are quite a few that happened in the house of Srivas Thakur. That is why the house of Srivas is so worshipable. It's worshipable by the three worlds. So one day, Vishwambhar, in the mood of Sri Vishnu, in the mood of the Supreme Lord, he walked right into the house of Srivas, and Srivas was worshipping the Narsimha Shaligram Shila in the puja room. The Lord kicked the door of the puja room and entered inside and started shouting or started loudly asking Srivas, who are you worshipping? Who are you meditating upon? Look, the person whom you are meditating upon, whom you are worshipping, is standing in front of you. This is me. Then Srivas Pandit, Sri Vrindavan Dasak describing, Jwalanta Anala Dekhe Srivasa Pandita, Haila Samadhi Bhanga Chahe Chari Bhita. Srivas Pandit saw a blazing fire and his meditation was broken. He opened his eyes and looked around him. He saw Vishwambhar standing like a hero. Dekhe Virasane Bushi Ache Vishwambhara Chaturbhusha Shankar Chakra Gada Padmadhara. Vishwambhar, the Lord Gaurasundara, he manifested 4 arms carrying the 4 weapons, and he was standing in front of Srivas Thakur. Garjite Achaye Jana Matta Simhasar Bama Kakshe Tali Diya Kore Hunkar. The Lord was roaring like an intoxicated lion, and he was slapping the left side of his stomach. Srivas Thakur began to tremble. He was completely speechless. And then Mahaprabhu says, Oh Srivas, all these days you did not know the Supreme Lord has appeared in Navadvipa? By your loud chanting. By whose? By Srivas Thakur's loud chanting and Nada's roaring. Nada is a name for Sri Advaita Acharya. So we know that Advaita Acharya was the one who loudly called the Lord to descend to deliver the fallen souls of Kali Yuga. So by your chanting and Nada's calling, I appeared. I left Vaikuntha and have come with my associates to Navadvipa. But still you both of you are not able to recognize me. I came by your calling, you both could not recognize me. Now I want you to worship me. When Srivas Thakur saw this, Prabhure dekhiya preme kande Srinivas, Guchila anthara bhai paiya ashwas. Srivas cried out of love on seeing the Lord, and the fear in his heart was dispelled by the Lord's assurance. Srivas' entire body was filled with ecstasy, and he began to fold his hands and started offering wonderful prayers to the Lord. Because Srivas Pandit was a natural scholar and an expert in Srimad Bhagavatam, he could offer wonderful prayers. He began to say, first he began to recite a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. He quoted a verse which Sri Brahmaji offers as a prayer to Krishna. Naumidhyate bhravapushe tadidambaraya gunjavatamsha paripichala sanmukhaya vanyasraje kavalavetra vishana venu lakshma shriye mridupate pashupankajaya. It's a very beautiful prayer that Brahma offers. My dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, may I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Sun, King of the cowherds, your transcendental body is dark like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by a gunja earrings and peacock feather on your head. Wearing garlands of various forest flowers and leaves, equipped with a herding stick, a buffalo horn and a flute, you stand beautifully with a morsel of food in your hand. So Brahma offers this prayer. So after quoting this verse, Srivas Thakur begins to offer prayers. Vishwambhara charane amara namaskara navaghana varna pita vasana jahara. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Vishwambhara, whose bodily complexion is the color of a new cloud and who is dressed in yellow garments. Sachira Nandana Paye Mora Namaskara Navagunja Shikhi Puchya Bhushana Jahara. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the feet of Sachi's son, whose head is decorated with strand of fresh gunja and a peacock feather. Gangada Sashishya Paye Mora Namaskara Vanamala Kare Dadhi Odana Jahara. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the student of Sri Gangadas Pandit, who wears a forest flower on his neck and holds yogurt rice in his hand. Jagannatha Putra Paye Mora Namaskara Koti Chandra Jini Rupa Vadana Jahara. I offer my respectful obeisances to the feet of Sri Jagannath Mishra's son, whose attractive form defeats the beauty of millions of moons. So we notice he is offering obeisances unto Jagannatha Putra, the son of Jagannath Mishra, the disciple of Gangadas Pandit, the son of Mother Sachi, Vishwambhar. First he is addressing Lord Chaitanya, but the rest of the description that he is saying, wearing a yellow dhoti, carrying a morsel of yogurt rice in his hand, having flute, it is all Krishna. So he is glorifying Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is in front of him dressed as Sri Krishna. So very beautiful, special prayers these are. Shringavetra Venu Chinha Bhushana Jahara Shei Tumi Tomara Charane Namaskara. I offer my obeisances unto you, who are adorned with horn, flute and stick. Brahmasta Vestuti Kare Prabhura Charane Swachande Balaye Jata Aishe Vadane. Srivas Pandit offered praise to the Lord, which was very similar to the prayers by Brahma. Whatever he spoke came to his lips spontaneously. Tumi Vishnu, Tumi Krishna, Tumi Yageshwara, Tomara Charanodaka Ganga Tirthavara. Tumi Vishnu, you are Krishna, you are the master of all yagyas. It is your Charanamrit that this Ganga is flowing nearby. Janaki Jivana Tumi Tumi Narasimha. Janaki Jivana, you are the life of Janaki Shri Ram. You are Narasimha. Aja Bhava Adita Vacharanera Bhringa. Aja, which is the name of Brahma, and then Bhava, which is Shiva. All Brahma, Shiva and other demigods are all the bees of your lotus feet. Tumi Hayagriva Tumi Jagata Jivana Tumi Nilachala Chandra Sabara Karana. You are the moon-like Lord of Nilachal, Jagannath. You are the cause of all causes, Sabara Karana. You are Hayagriva. You are Jagata Jivana. You are the life and soul of this entire world. In this way, he was glorifying the Lord. Mithya hava se mora padiya cha bhole tomana janiya mora janma gela hele. You have thrown me into the illusion of household life. I have simply wasted my life without understanding you. Srivas Thakur is saying this. He whose family is always absorbed in Krishna consciousness, who are always absorbed in serving the Lord directly, he is saying that I am an illusion of household life. This is the quality of devotees. And I have simply wasted my life without understanding you. You have deceived me through various illusions. You have even carried my flower basket and dhoti. So Srivas Thakur, as I mentioned, he is very elder to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like almost the age of Mahaprabhu's father. So naturally, Nimai, Vishwambhar, he would serve Srivas Thakur. So in this way, he must have, like when Srivas Thakur is carrying something and walking, Nimai comes as an obedient small Brahmana boy, help him carry the flower and dhoti to his house. So in this way, Gauranga Mahaprabhu has rendered a lot of service to Srivas Thakur as an obedient young boy. So now when Srivas Thakur is very similar to Arjuna, when he saw the Virat Rupa of Krishna, he thinks, I addressed you as my friend, I used to put my feet on you, we used to eat together, I used to joke with you, I used to do all these things, I did not know you are such a big person. Like that, Srivas Thakur is now feeling that this Supreme Lord, I did not know, and I have engaged him in my service. But the Lord, he loves these personal reciprocation with the devotees rather than being worshipped in awe and respect. ताले मोर भय नाही शुन प्राणनाथ तुमी है न प्रभु मोर हुईल साक्षात. O Lord of my life, Prananatha, please listen to me. That does not make me fearful, for you have now appeared before my eyes. All my miseries are gone. My life has become successful today. My forefathers have been delivered, and today my home is truly blessed. Aji mora nayana bhagera nahi sima dekhi jara Shri Charana seve Rama. Today there is no limit to the good fortune of my eyes, for I am seeing he whose lotus feet is worshipped by Rama, the goddess of fortune. In this way, Srivas Thakur was in great ecstasy, raising his arms and crying and loudly shouting, Jai, Jai. In this way, he was extremely blissful. When Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu saw this beautiful manifestation of ecstasy in Srivas Thakur and the wonderful prayers he offered, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu felt great bliss. And then the Lord mentioned, the Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is in the form of the 400 form, he is showing the Lord, showing Srivas Thakur. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu says, Stri putra adi jata tomara badira dekhu ka amara rupa karaha bahira. Bring your wife, children and other members of your household and let them see my form. In the company of your wife, worship my lotus feet and ask for any benediction you desire. Being ordered by the Lord, Srivas Thakur went and brought his family, his brothers, his maidservants, everyone. And they all came. He offered at the lotus feet of the Lord, he offered water and whatever flowers were there. So Srivas Thakur, what was he doing when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rushed into his home? He was actually worshipping the Shaligram Shila. So whatever paraphernalia, flower, water, chandan, whatever was there for worshipping Shaligram Shila, he took all of that and began to worship the Lord directly because he was present in front of him now. Srinivasa Priya Kari Prabhu Vishwambhara Charana Dilena Sarva Shirera Upara. Now all the relatives, all the family members and all the members in the household of Srivas was in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? Srinivasa Priyakari. He is the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as Srinivasa Priyakari. He is a well-wisher of Srinivas. And so the Lord placed his lotus feet on the head of everyone who was there. Alakshite bule prabhu mathaya sabara hasi bole mora chitta hausa bakar. Unseen by everyone, the Lord touched everyone's head with his lotus feet. The devotees who were present there, they did not know the Lord is placing his lotus feet on their head, and he blessed all of them. And all the family members, they were all happily offering prayers, offering flowers and worshipping the lotus feet of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So this darshan which Gauranga Mahaprabhu showed all of them is very rare, and not everyone could see this. This very rare mercy was bestowed upon the family of Srivas Thakur. And therefore Srivas Thakur's family is glorious, and the Srivas Angan, that place, is so glorious. It is considered non-different from Rasa Sthali. In Vrindavan, Krishna performed many pastimes, and the crest jewel among all the pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan is Sri Rasa Leela. We have the song Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. In this song, Sri Krishnadas says that Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Manoram. It is the most beautiful, most mind enchanting pastime of the Lord is Ras Leela. And in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, the same Ras Leela is equated with the Sankirtan Leela. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed Sankirtan in the association of his dear associates, who are all Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Radha and Krishna, and associates like Nityananda Prabhu, Balaram, Gadadhar Pandit, Radharani, Jagadananda, Satyabhama, Srivas Thakur, his family, and all other associates who are all associates of Krishna also. So with all these people who are in Vrindavan, the Lord is performing the same Ras Leela, but here the Ras Leela is Sankirtan Leela. So this Sankirtan Leela having started and having happened every night, every day in the house of Srivas Thakur, that Srivas Angan is non-different from Sri Rasasthali, the place where Ras Leela happened. It is the most important place in the entire Navadvipa, in fact in the entire three worlds. So in this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted the entire family of Srivas as his own family, and he bestowed unlimited, showered mercy on them like anything. So therefore we should pray at the lotus feet of this glorious family that we should also in this way be a vessel that can receive the unlimited shower of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Both Sri Gauranga and Nityananda, they are showering their mercy unlimitedly. That is the reason they have come. His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj was telling in one of the Bhagavatam classes how in Vrindavan there was Golokera Premadhan, the treasury of Golok Vrindavan was there, and all prema was there, and there was locked. But what Chaitanya, Nityananda and their associates have done, they not only have the key, but they opened the key, they opened the door, and they are looted all the treasure, and they brought it down and they are distributing it to everyone. So they, both Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they only want to give. They don't want to store anything. They have opened the storehouse and they are inundating the whole world. Those who want it can receive it. So therefore we have the desire, we need to have the want, the greed for that. And when we have a greed for something, then we will try all the ways by which we can get it. I'm greedy for, say, I'm greedy for ice creams. And I know that there is a big ice cream shop, and I will try every way, all my contact, get friends with the shop in charge, get friends with the family of the shop, or get friends with and try all means to attain that. So when we are greedy for something, we should try all means. And one very simple means by which we can get the mercy of the Lord is by pleasing the devotees of the Lord. And Srivas Thakur and his family, we can see how close they are to the Lord. So therefore, if we beg their lotus feet, and if we request them, if we beg, because the mercy, because the heart of Vaishnavas is very compassionate, and so therefore they will never, Vaishnavas never think that this is for me, I don't want to give it. They don't have that mentality at all. They are very compassionate, they are very liberal. So they will be very happy when we ask them that, like, you are in the shelter of the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please give us that shelter also. Then they'll very easily bestow upon us all their mercy, all their blessings. And when we receive the mercy of these great acharyas, then we can very easily attain the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and receive Krishna Prem. Both Sri Chaitanya and Nitai are waiting to give this. And we can see how in the house of Srivas Thakur, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu practically demonstrated that he wanted to give Krishna Prem. He opened the storehouse over there. Even today when we go to the house or Srivas Angan in Sri Mayapur Dham, we can take darshan of the three altars. In the center altar there is this beautiful darshan of the Panch Tattva standing, and there is a small Narsingha deity in front, which is symbolizing the Mahaprakash Leela that happened when the Lord, he manifested the form of the Supreme Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed his form as Narsinghadev, as Lord Rama, as Lord Vishnu, as Lord Krishna, and showed darshan to all the devotees who were assembled there. according to their mood and gave unlimited benediction. That darshan is there in the central altar. In the altar which is to our right side, we find the Panchatattva doing kirtan and a broken mridanga. This symbolizes that how the Chand Kazi, the Muslim ruler or the in charge of Mayapur Navadvip area, he came to Srivas Thakur's house and warned Srivas Thakur that if you do kirtan again, he broke the mridanga and said, like this I will break all your heads. So this instilled fear in the heart of Srivas, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made the fear run away, gave them fearlessness by showing that how powerful, how he was the Supreme Lord, and when he is present, no one can hinder the congregational chanting. So when Mahaprabhu has performed such wonderful pastimes in the house of Srivas, it is for all of us and for eternity to remember that as long as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission is flourishing, there is no need to fear. There is no need to fear Kali Yuga and the ill omens and the war and the different political situations, as long as we are connected with the Sankirtan movement. So therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has performed so many wonderful pastimes in the house of Srivas. We beg at the lotus feet of Srivas Thakur and his glorious family, his three brothers, that may we attain the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. May we attain attachment like they had to the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and may we be able to visit, take darshan of Srivas Angan, take the dust of Srivas Angan on our head. Shri Srivas Thakur ki jai, Shri Ram Srinidhi Sripati Pandit ki jai, Shri Malini Devi ki jai. And another very beautiful incident or another extended family member of Srivas Thakur is the author of Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. This niece of Srivas Thakur, Narayani Devi, she was around 5-6-year-old when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was performing the Sankirtan pastime in the house of Srivas. And she was a very small girl. One day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called her and he gave her the betel nut and leaf that he was chewing as Mahaprasad. And she honored the remnants of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu directly. And then when she honored, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu told Narayani, chant the names of Krishna, Krishna Bolo. So when he ordered like this, having tasted the remnants of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu directly, and in that way, and receiving the full blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu infused her with Krishna Prem. And then that small 5-year-old Narayani couldn't control her ecstasy. She began to cry, she began to roll on the ground, and in great happiness, she incessantly she began to chant the names of the Lord. And all the Vaishnavas present there were astonished how the small girl received Krishna Prem. And later, Narayani Devi got married, and in her womb appeared Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur. From the same stomach where she digested the direct remnants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. From that womb, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur appeared, and he was well trained by his grandparents Srivas Thakur and the entire family and all the devotees of Navadvipa. They all loved Narayani so much, and they all bestowed all their affection on Vrindavan Das Thakur, and he was the disciple of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, and he composed the great literature of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. This beautiful literature, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, describes very elaborately the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from his birth till his leaving Navadvip, that is taking sannyas. So the pastime that happened in Navadvipa is very elaborately described in Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. And in short, many of the pastimes that happened after Mahaprabhu took sannyas is also there in Chaitanya Bhagavat. And that is why in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami repeatedly offers his obeisances to Vrindavan Das Thakur and says that I am just chewing the remnants of Vrindavan Das Thakur. He is the real author of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. He has already composed Chaitanya Bhagavat, and I am just chewing the remnants of that great literature. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the pastimes which Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur has not very elaborately described, Kaviraj Goswami has chosen them and described them very elaborately. In this way, with Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita, we get a very wonderful glimpse of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in total. So therefore, Vrindavan Das Thakur is also a part of Sri Srivas Thakur's glorious family. Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. I once again thank all of you for tolerating me and spending this much time with me. And I hope today's lecture was useful for all of you. And if it is useful, I am greatly grateful. Hare Krishna.